Hi everyone. So today I'll be solving a question in which students generally find difficulty. So this is a very good question indeed. So let us focus on the question. So what is the question? The question says a triangle ABC is drawn to circumscribe a circle of radius 4 cm such that the segments BD and DC into which BC is divided by the point of contact D are of lengths 8 cm and 6 cm respectively. Find the sides AB and AC. Okay, that means the triangle ABC is circumscribing a circle. Okay, let me draw the center. This is the center O. Okay, center. Circumscribing means it is the sides are touching the circle. These are the three different point of contacts. Let me name the point of contacts. Say this is the point E, say, and this is the point F. So 3 point of contacts will be having. So now it is given that the side BC is divided by the point of contact D into 2 segments BD and CD, which are of length 8 cm and 6 cm as shown in the diagram. Now the question is you have to find the length of the other 2 sides, that is you have to find the length of AB and AC. So this is the question. So now let us think how we can solve this. So since the sides are tangent to the circles, obviously the 2 theorems that we have learnt in this chapter, we have to make use of those 2 theorems. The first theorem, that is the tangent is perpendicular to the radius to the point of contact. So that one will be using. So for when BC is the tangent, D is the point of contact, so the radius to the point of contact is this. Let me draw nicely. Okay, this is the radius to the point of contact. So this will be perpendicular to the tangent. Similarly, when this side is tangent and E is the point of contact, so the radius to the point of contact is this one, will be also perpendicular to this side. Similarly, when this is the tangent and this is the point of contact, so radius through the point of contact is perpendicular to the tangent. So yep, by applying the first theorem, we got this. Next, we will be applying the second theorem, that is length of tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. So when B is the external point, then BD is the length of tangent and B is also length of tangent. So these two will be equal. So from this I can say that this BE will be of length 8 cm. Okay, by the second theorem. Similarly, for the point C is the external point, CD is the length of tangent and CF is also length of tangent. So CD will be equal to CF. So I can say this length will be equal to this centimeter. So this will be also 6 centimeter. This we are getting from the second theorem. And also when A is the external point, then this length which is not given, so let me take to be say x centimeter. So this length will be also equal to this length. This will be also x centimeter. So these things we first observe applying the 2 theorems. Now I have to think what I have to find. I have to find AB and AC. Now what is AB is your x plus 8 and AC is x plus 6. So that means if I somehow I can find out the value of x, I know the length of the sides AB and AC which are asked to find. So there is one unknown variable x which I have to find. That is I am deriving my problem to this state. Okay. Now for finding one unknown, I need one equation. So how can I form an equation? That I have to think now. So one thing I can say, that I can find out the area of this triangle ABC in 2 different ways, and then I can equate so that I will be getting one equation. So let us do that. One way that I will be finding the area will be by Heron's formula that you have learnt in 9th class, and the another way that I will be that will be in different way, what I'll do in that case, I will divide this triangle into 3 smaller triangular region like this. If I join in this way, let me give, okay, and in this way. If I join the center, say this is the center O, if I join the center O to the 3 vertices of the triangle, then the whole triangle is divided into 3 small triangular regions, BOC, AOB and AOC, and whose areas can very easily be found by the formula half base into altitude. Why? Because the bases are given and these are the radii through the point of contact are nothing but the altitudes, and this radii is a 4 centimeter, it is given, the radius is 4 centimeter, 4 centimeter. So this is also 4 and this also 4. So area of these small triangles can very easily be found by half base into altitude. Then by adding the area of these 3 small triangles, we can find out the area of the triangle ABC, and then we equate the 2 values and get an equation from which we can very easily find out or solve for x. So let us first try with Heron's formula. Let us do that one first. Or okay, Heron's formula. So what was the area of a Heron's formula? Area of a triangle by Heron's formula was under root, if you recall, S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. This was by Heron's formula. Okay. And if you recall, what was S? S was the semi-perimeter, that is sum of an ABC are the sides of the triangle. This was S. Okay. Now let me find out the values of A. What is A? This is angle A, no? So side opposite to angle A we consider to be A. So this is your A and this is 6 plus 8. So this is your 14 centimeter is your A. Then B is the side opposite to angle B. So this is your B. This side is B. So what is B? This is your B. Okay. And B is equal to x plus 6. B is equal to x plus 6. And the side opposite to angle C will be small c. So this side C is equal to x plus 8. So these are the sides. C is x plus 8, A is 14 and B is your x plus 6. These are the 3 sides. So let me put the values. A is your 14, B is x plus 6 and C is your x plus 8 divided by 2. Now if you observe, you see what we do, 6 plus 8 is 14. There is another 14, 2 14s are there and 2 x's are there. So twice of x plus 14 divided by 2, it will be x plus 14 only. I think this is clear to you. If you observe again, I am telling 6 plus 8, 14, another 14. 2 into 14 divided by 2, so 14, and 2 into x by 2, x. So this is your value of S. So now let me find out the area of triangle ABC. Area of triangle ABC by Heron's formula we will now find out. S is your x plus 14, x plus 14. And what is S minus A? X plus 14 is your S minus A. A is your 14. Then S minus B. B is your x plus 6. So minus x minus 6. Lastly, S minus C. C is your x plus 8. So it will be minus x minus 8. So I put the values. I think these things are clear to you. Okay. So I just put the values. Now let me find out area of triangle ABC under root x plus 14, here 14 getting cancelled, into x, into here x getting cancelled. Okay. So 14 minus 6 is your 8, into here also x getting cancelled, 14 minus 8 is 6. Okay. So we can further simplify this. Let me write it in the simplified form. So it is under square root. No, this is under square root. So you see 8, and if I take out 1 2 from here, 3 to the 6. If I can write 6 3 into 2, so it is the 16. So 1 4 will come out. So this is okay. So I have taken out 1 2, it to the 16. So 4, and then 3 is left. So under root 3 is left here from this x into x plus 14. X plus 14. So mark this as equation 1. This is your diagram. Okay. So this is your equation 1, that is area of the triangle ABC is this one by Heron's formula. Now we will find out the area of this triangle by superimposing area of these 3 small triangles. Then I write also area of triangle ABC is equal to area of triangle AOB plus area of triangle AOB, then BOC plus area of triangle AOC. Okay, is it okay? I have taken AOB, BOC, then AOC. Okay, right? If you observe, these are the 3 triangles. Now the area of this triangle will be finding out using the formula half base into altitude. So therefore area of triangle ABC is equal to half for this, for AOB, base is your AB is the base, that means C is the base, and what is this? X plus 8, base is X plus 8, X plus 8, and what is the altitude is your 4 centimeters, so 4. Similarly for BC is the base, that is A, that is 14 centimeter is the base, and altitude is same 4, plus half for AOC, base is X plus 6, and the altitude is same 4 centimeter. This is fine, no? We can write using area of a triangle is half base into altitude. This, using this formula we have found the area of these 3 small triangles. Okay, let us further simplify. We will cancel out this 2, 2, 2. Okay, now these 2 can be taken common. So area of triangle ABC, let me see that this is ink is so area of ABC is, I will be taking 2 common. So what is left inside from this? X plus 8, and from this I have taken common 14, and from this X plus 6. Okay, again 8 plus 6 is 14, and that is 2x, so I can take out 2. So 2 into 2 will be 4. Okay, this 2 I have taken out, so it will be X plus 14. Equation 2. I think this thing is clear, no? If you observe, is 2, 2, 2 I have taken common, X plus 8 is left, here 14, here X plus 6. So yeah, X and X, twice X, and 8 plus 6 is 14, so twice of 14. So twice of X plus 14, so 2 has come out, so 2 into 2 is 4, and this is okay, this is correct. So now from equation 1 and 2, I will get this, because the left hand side both are this is also area of a triangle ABC, is the area of triangle ABC. So from 1 and 2 I can equate the RHS of these 2 equations. So 1 and 2 I am getting what? This one, 4 into under root 3x into x plus 14 is equal to, this one is the RHS, 4 into x plus 14. Okay, no? So now this 4 getting cancelled, right? Now to remove the radical sign, I will square both sides. So squaring both sides, squaring squaring both sides, what I am getting, this will be removed, radical sign will be removed, so 3 into x plus 14, and this will be x plus 14 whole square. Keep in this form, no, don't expand, simply write it. Why you are not expanding? Because you see this one will be getting cancelled, that is why I will not expand. So therefore what I am getting, thrice x is equal to x plus 14. Then from this I am getting, you can just simplify now, x will come to this side, so twice x is 14, and that will give you x is equal to 7. So I have found out the value of x. So therefore the answers, that is we have to find AB and AC. Therefore AB is equal to, what is AB? AB is your x plus 8. X plus 8, so put the value of x, 7. 7 plus 8, that is 15 centimeter. Okay, AB is 15 centimeter, and the other side, that is AC, you have to find out. And AC, what is AC? Is your x plus 6. X plus 6, so it is 7 plus 6, that is 13 centimeter. So these are the answers. Okay. So in this way we solve these questions, a very different type of question. So we have to, I think you have understood the method I have explained with sufficient clarity, I hope. Okay. Now I have taken another question. Prove that opposite sides of a quadrilateral circumscribing a circle subtend supplementary angles at the center of the circle. That means what? That is, if ABCD is a quadrilateral which is circumscribing a circle, means sides are touching the circles, then we have to prove that the angles, the opposite sides subtend supplementary angles at the center. That means opposite sides, so let me take first AB and CD are opposite sides. This is touching here, okay, okay, fine. So you have to prove that the angle subtended by AB and angle subtended by CD at the center are supplementary. Okay, that means, so let me find the angles subtended by AB at the center. So you have to join the end points of the sides to the center. So this is the angle subtended by AB at the center, and similarly the opposite side subtending this angle at the center. So what you have to prove? So to prove, first part, you see, say give a name, say O. O is the center of the circle is O. So you have to prove that angle AOB plus angle COD is equal to 180 degree. That is the meaning that these two angles are supplementary. And the second part, you have to consider the other opposite pair side, other pair of the opposite sides. So BC is subtending this angle and AD is subtending this angle. So also so you have to prove this one also. So angle BOC plus angle AOD is 180 degree. So now I think you have understood the question, what we have to prove. So these are the angles subtended by the opposite sides of the quadrilateral, and these are the other pair. Okay. Now for proving this, what to do? Again, the sides are tangents to the circle as it is circumscribed by the quadrilateral. So let me mark the point of contact, say this is P and say this is Q, this is say R and this is say S. Okay. So after marking the point of contact, we will be applying the first theorem. So tangent is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. So this is 90, this is 90 similarly. Okay, this is 90, and okay, that you understood. By the first theorem we are getting this. Now what we will do after that? Now consider, you take the triangle proof, I see, now writing the proof here. Triangle, you see, BQO and BPO Will they be congruent? You observe? Yes, they will be congruent. Why? Because you see, OQ is equal to OP, they are radii. This is common side, or you can say common hypotenuse. Then by RHS they are congruent. Or also you can say BP is equal to BQ. The length of tangents are equal by the second theorem. Then by triple S also they are congruent. So these two triangles are congruent. BPO is congruent to triangle BQO. Whatever criteria you take, you can take RHS or triple S. Let me take triple S. Why? All this I have to write, since OP is equal to OQ is equal to radii. Let me write radii of the same circle. Then BP is equal to BQ, length of tangents, and OB is common. Or I can take only these two and I can write these two are 90 degree. Then by RHS they are also. So you can write by RHS also. Any one criteria you can use. Okay. So they are congruent. So by CPCT what will happen? This angle will be equal to this angle. This will be equal to this. So therefore angle BOP is equal to angle BOQ and is equal to say small x degree. So this part is your x, this is also x. Both are x degree, okay, by CPCT. So by the same logic we can say these two triangle will be also congruent. By the same logic, these two will be also congruent, these two will be also congruent. So by CPCT, your this angle will be equal to this angle. So this is x, so let me write this is a y and this is also y. Similarly, this part will be equal to this part. Say this is a z and this is also z. And lastly, from these two triangle, I will be getting this one is equal to this one by CPCT. Say this one, say W, say W. So you can write similarly, this you can write by similar logic. Similarly, triangle COQ is congruent to triangle COR. Okay, and therefore angle COQ is equal to angle COR is equal to y degree, say. And you can write the triangle DOR is equal to triangle DOS is equal to z degree, say, and triangle angle AOS is equal to angle AOP is equal to W degree, say. All we are getting by CPCT. Okay, by CPCT. Let me write by CPCT. All by CPCT. CPCT conditions. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Okay. So now let me come to the first part. So the first part, angle AOB plus angle COD. What is this? Let me find it. What is AOB? AOB is your, or we can write one more thing. Instead of doing in this way, let me write in this way. What will I do? I will add all the angles. Because angle around a point is 360 degrees, so I can add all the angles. So, right, since angle around a point is 360 degree, therefore, if I add this 2x, 2y, 2z, 2w, so twice of x plus y plus z plus w is 360 degree. Understood? I have added this twice x, twice y, twice z, twice w, or x plus y plus z plus w is 180 degree. So I got this. Now from this one only I can prove these two. For the first one, what will I do? What is AOB? AOB is x plus w. So I'll group x and w, or x plus w plus y plus z is 180 degree. Okay. Right. So x plus w is your AOB. Therefore, angle AOB plus y plus z is COD. COD is 180 degree. So the first part is proved. Now again come from this. Now I have to prove this one. BOC. BOC is your x plus y. So now I'll keep x plus y in this way. X plus y plus z plus w is 180 degree. X plus y is your BOC. So angle BOC, z plus w is AOD. Angle AOD is 180 degree. Hence the second part is also proved. So in this way prove this. Okay. So that's all for today. Bye.